What would you do if everything you've ever wanted in life was just one decision away, but stress was standing between you and your success? It's time to break that barrier, to overcome that enemy, and to build the mental fortitude to handle everything life throws at you. We all face stress, pressure, deadlines, expectations. But what separates the winners from the losers isn't avoiding stress, it's learning how to thrive under it. Stress tolerance isn't a gift, it's a skill, a choice. And today, I'm going to teach you how to develop that skill and turn pressure into your weapon. What would you do if everything you've ever wanted in life was just one decision away, but stress was standing between you and your success? It's time to break that barrier, to overcome that enemy, and to build the mental fortitude to handle everything life throws at you. Stress is not something that happens to you. It's something you're supposed to conquer. The truth is, stress tolerance isn't a gift. It's a skill, it's a choice, and today, I'm going to teach you how to develop that skill and turn pressure into your weapon. You see, we all face stress, pressure, deadlines, expectations. You might even be living under stress right now. It's a part of the game. It's a universal force that doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter what age you are or what stage of life you're in, the world is full of pressures that are ready to break you if you let them. But, and here's the important part, stress doesn't determine your outcome. Your response to stress does. The way you handle the pressure, the way you manage the heat is what will separate you from the pack. Now, let's get something straight. Stress is not something that should scare you. You need to change the way you view stress. Instead of seeing it as a burden, start seeing it as a signal. A signal that you're moving forward, that you're growing, and that you're up against something that matters. Stress is the world's way of telling you that you're on the verge of something big. Think about it for a second. Every high performer you admire, every successful person you look up to, they've all dealt with more stress than most people could ever imagine. The difference between them and everyone else, they knew how to handle it. They learned how to make stress work for them rather than against them. And that, my friend, is what you need to master. Let me be clear, stress isn't going anywhere. It's part of the game. If you're looking for an easy way out, if you're hoping for a stress-free life, forget it. Stress is always going to be a part of the equation. The sooner you accept that fact, the sooner you begin to see stress as a tool rather than an obstacle. Stress isn't here to stop you, it's here to challenge you. It's here to test your limits, to push you beyond your comfort zone, to help you become the person you were meant to be. But here's the thing, the real question isn't how do I get rid of stress? That's the wrong question. The real question is, how can I use stress to my advantage? How can I leverage it to sharpen my mind, strengthen my character, and push me to greater heights? And that, my friend, is the key to unlocking your full potential. Stress is not your enemy, it's your training ground. It's where the magic happens. When you learn to face stress head on, when you learn to embrace it rather than fear it, you unlock a level of strength and resilience that most people will never know. Now, let's take it a step further. How do you build stress tolerance? How do you train yourself to be the kind of person who thrives under pressure, who doesn't buckle when things get tough? The first thing you need to do is take full responsibility. I'm talking about taking 100% responsibility for your stress and your actions. Don't play the victim. Don't sit there and blame the world for the challenges you're facing. The moment you start blaming people, circumstances, or life itself for your stress, you've already lost. When you take responsibility for your stress, you take control over how you respond to it. This is one of the most powerful things you can do in life. You are the one driving this bus. If stress is overwhelming you, you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what can I do differently? You need to become the person who looks at stress, looks at pressure, and says, I own this. It's mine to handle. The next thing you need to understand is that stress is not something you run from, it's something you use to grow. You need to develop mental toughness. This is not an easy thing to do. It requires discipline, focus, and a relentless attitude, but I promise you, every time stress hits, your response builds your mental toughness. It's a process, but every challenge you overcome makes you stronger. Every time you face stress and push through it, you grow a little bit more. You develop a little more resilience. And that, my friend, is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. The successful don't back down when stress comes. They lean into it. They embrace it. They know that stress is a temporary pain, but the growth that comes from it is permanent. Mental toughness is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. When stress comes knocking at your door, don't cower in fear. Get up, open the door and let it in. Let it test you, let it challenge you, because on the other side of that challenge is the person you were meant to become. Every time you get through a tough situation, you come out on the other side with more confidence, more grit, and more belief in yourself. The pain is temporary, but your growth is permanent. Remember that. But here's the thing, mental toughness doesn't come from wishful thinking or hoping things will get better. It comes from building routines. If you want to handle stress like a champion, you need to develop a routine that keeps you grounded. You need a system that you can rely on when life throws you a curveball. Routines are the foundation of success. They keep you focused, they keep you disciplined, and they give you something to lean on when stress is trying to knock you off your feet. Think about all the most successful people in the world. They all have routines. They wake up early, they plan their day, they exercise, they meditate. They do the things that keep their mind and body sharp. You want to handle stress? Start by mastering the small things. Control your environment, control your habits, control your mindset. When your routine is rock solid, stress doesn't have the power to throw you off course. It doesn't matter what life throws at you. If your foundation is solid, you'll stand tall. So build your routine, stick to it, and let it be the shield that protects you when stress comes knocking. But even with the best routine, stress can still find a way to creep in and start messing with your head. That's why you need to stay focused. Focus is the key to surviving stress. When everything around you is falling apart, when everything is coming at you at once, your ability to stay focused is what will keep you from losing your mind. Stress has a way of distracting us, of making us lose sight of what really matters. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos, to get swept away in the madness. But when you stay focused on your goal, when you keep your eyes on the prize, nothing can stop you. You need to keep your vision clear. You need to know why you're doing what you're doing. And you need to remind yourself of that every day. Stress doesn't have to derail you. It can actually help you stay sharper, more focused, and more determined. The key is to not let stress take you off course. Stay locked in, stay driven, stay focused on the bigger picture. Stress will come, but your mission should never waver. Next, let's talk about something that most people don't like to admit. You can't do it alone. No one can. If you're serious about building stress tolerance, you need a strong support system. You need people who believe in you, who will challenge you, who won't let you fall when stress tries to break you down. Find people who will hold you accountable, who will push you to be better, and who will help you get through the tough times. You're not meant to go through life by yourself. A strong support system is like armor. It protects you from the blows that life will inevitably throw your way. When you surround yourself with the right people, you start to see stress as a team effort. You don't have to face it alone, and that makes all the difference. Finally, let me tell you something that will change your perspective on stress forever. Stress is your opportunity. That's right, it's not just a burden. It's not something that's out to get you. Stress is an opportunity for growth, for breakthrough, and for success. The greatest accomplishments in history came from those who faced the most pressure. Stress is the challenge that separates the average from the exceptional. It's the test that determines whether you'll rise or fall. So when stress shows up, don't run from it, attack it, embrace it. Use it as fuel to power you to the next level. Stress is your ally if you know how to use it. So stop seeing it as a problem and start seeing it as an opportunity. Stress doesn't own you. It's a tool, a challenge, and an opportunity all wrapped into one. It's time for you to rise up, to face it head on, and to make it work for you. Don't break under pressure, break through it. The question isn't, can you handle stress? The real question is, what will you do with it? The choice is yours. Your future is yours to shape, and it starts right now. Let's go. You've got to understand this. Stress doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't care whether you feel prepared or not. It will come knocking when you least expect it, and it's not going to be kind. But what defines you is how you respond when it arrives. Will you fold? Will you back down? Or will you rise up and face it head on, showing the world that you're not just going to survive, you're going to thrive? The most successful people in the world have one thing in common. They've mastered the art of handling stress. They've learned that stress is not a wall. They see it as a hurdle to leap over, a mountain to climb, a challenge to conquer. Stress is their trigger for action, not their reason to quit. And that's where the difference lies. That's where the winners separate themselves from the losers. Winners don't quit when stress comes. They double down, they dig in their heels and get to work. They use stress as fuel to push themselves harder, to become stronger, to build their legacy. This is exactly why you need to start seeing stress as your greatest ally. You're not weak for experiencing stress. You're not broken because it's tough. It's the opposite. You're strong because you feel it. You're a warrior in training. Every time stress pushes you to your limits, you have a choice. Stay down or rise up. The more you choose to rise, the stronger you become. The more you face the pressure head on, the more you develop the resilience to crush anything that comes your way. And trust me, life will throw more your way. The question is, are you going to be ready? I want you to think for a second, what is it that you want to achieve? What are the dreams you're working toward? Let me ask you this, how badly do you want it? Because if you truly want success, if you truly want to live a life of purpose, achievement, and impact, then you need to be prepared to face stress, to embrace it, to let it forge you into the person you're destined to become. Stress is not a roadblock, it's a bridge. And every time you walk across that bridge, you're one step closer to reaching your full potential. So what are you waiting for? You've got everything you need within you. All the strength, all the wisdom, all the grit to handle anything life throws your way. You've got the power to build mental toughness. You've got the ability to take responsibility for your actions and your stress. You've got the tools to focus when everything around you is falling apart. You've got the knowledge to build a rock-solid routine that will keep you grounded in the midst of chaos. You've got the people around you who are ready to help you rise. And most importantly, you've got the mindset to seize every challenge and turn it into an opportunity for growth. It's time to stop waiting for stress to go away. It's time to stop hoping for an easier path. The only way forward is through. And I promise you, when you stop running from stress, when you stop fearing it, you'll find that stress is not the enemy, it's the very thing that will push you to greatness. The pressure, the challenges, the obstacles, they are your allies, not your foes. You just need to see them for what they truly are, the stepping stones to your success. Now go out there and face the world with the confidence that no amount of stress can break you. You're stronger than you think. You're capable of more than you realize. And stress, it's just the fuel you need to reach the heights you've always dreamed of. So, embrace it, own it, and let it propel you to a life of greatness. Let's go! I'm going to tell you something that might hit hard, but it's something you need to hear. Stress is not your enemy, it's your test. The world tests you in many ways, but stress is the ultimate litmus test for your character, your determination, and your will to succeed. It's the measure of how much you really want what you say you want. You want to be great? You want to achieve extraordinary things? Then you need to show the world that you can handle stress with grace and power. Here's the truth that no one will tell you. There is no shortcut to greatness. No one just makes it without enduring hardship, without facing stress and pressure that pushes them beyond their comfort zone. The road to success isn't paved with ease. It's forged in the fire of adversity. And the way you respond to that fire is what will determine whether you come out of it as a pile of ashes or as pure gold. Every day you are being tested. Every day you are being pushed to your limits. And guess what? That's exactly how it's supposed to be. Pressure isn't something to avoid. It's something to embrace. You see, there are no growth opportunities in the comfort zone. The magic happens when you step out, when you face the challenges that stress throws at you, and when you refuse to back down. The more you step into the fire of pressure, the more you learn how to handle it without breaking. You learn how to use that stress to sharpen yourself. You learn how to wield it as a tool for growth, for focus, for power. This is how you develop unshakable stress tolerance. It doesn't come from avoiding stressful situations. It doesn't come from taking the easy road. It comes from facing stress head on, from leaning into the challenges instead of running from them. The more you expose yourself to stressful situations and handle them with poise, the more you'll begin to recognize that you are stronger than you ever imagined. Your confidence won't come from avoiding the storm. It will come from walking through it, knowing that no matter how hard the winds blow or how high the waves rise, you will stand tall. Let me remind you of something. The greatest achievements, the most impactful lives, and the most legendary successes all came from those who refused to let stress control them. These people didn't just endure pressure, they thrived under it. They used stress to sharpen their skills, to push their limits, to build their mental and emotional toughness, and they emerged victorious on the other side. And they didn't just survive stress, they mastered it. Think about the top performers in any field: business, sports, entertainment, or even personal development. What sets them apart is their ability to handle stress. When you watch a world-class athlete competing under immense pressure, when you see a successful entrepreneur closing a deal that could make or break their business, when you hear a motivational speaker deliver a life-changing message in front of a packed audience, they're not immune to stress. They experience it just like everyone else. But what they have mastered is their response to it. They know how to manage their emotions, stay focused on the task at hand, and maintain their composure no matter how intense the pressure gets. They've learned how to use stress to their advantage. You need to be the same way. You need to train your mind to see stress as an opportunity, not a burden. Every stressful situation you face is an opportunity to grow, to learn, to sharpen your focus, and to improve your resilience. But you can only unlock this opportunity if you're willing to embrace stress, not fear it. And I know it's tough. I know it feels overwhelming sometimes, but this is the reality. There is no success without stress, no great achievement without overcoming pressure. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you'll realize that stress is just another stepping stone on your path to greatness. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The road to success is going to be hard. There will be days when you feel like you can't take another step. There will be moments when stress feels like it's too much to bear. But you need to remember this. It's in those moments when you feel like you can't go on that you're actually growing the most. It's when you feel like you're about to break that you're actually being forged into something stronger. The pressure you're facing right now is building you. It's shaping you. It's making you into the person you need to be in order to achieve the success you desire. If you want to be great, if you want to make a real impact, you need to develop the mindset that stress is your ally. You need to learn how to stay calm under pressure, how to focus in the face of adversity, how to keep pushing when the world is trying to push you down. And that's going to take time, discipline, and a relentless drive to become better every single day. But here's the good news. You can absolutely do it. You can develop stress tolerance. You can build mental toughness. You can become the kind of person who thrives under pressure. It all starts with the decision to take responsibility for how you respond to stress. It starts with your decision to embrace stress as a tool for growth, not as a reason to quit. It starts with your choice to push forward when everything inside you is telling you to stop. And as you build that resilience, as you learn to use stress to fuel your journey, you'll discover that you're capable of so much more than you ever thought possible. Remember, stress doesn't define you, it refines you. It's the fire that burns away everything that isn't essential, everything that doesn't serve your purpose. The pressure you feel now will one day be the reason you're able to stand tall, lead with confidence, and accomplish everything you've ever dreamed of. So, the next time stress comes knocking, don't run from it. Face it. Embrace it. Use it to fuel your growth and let it propel you to greatness. You've got this. Now go out there and crush it.